Hey, man, thank you guys for watching the content, watching all of the interviews. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also leave a comment, man. Vibing with Veto. Just take 1 second out your day and leave a comment, like, or subscribe. Let's get back to the interview. Okay, we live in the crib, Vibing with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube at Vibing with Veto. Also follow us on the Instagram at Vibing with Veto. You already know the slogan, we vibrating higher. And today I have the queen in the building. How you doing today?
I'm doing amazing. How about yourself?
Doing good. Doing good. How's your 2024 been so far?
It's been everything that God wanted it to be for me.
Facts. That's dope. I got $1 million question for you. Anybody that sits on the couch, I always ask them the same question. So now I have the honor to ask you.
Do I get $1 million for answering the question?
You actually do. But it's going to be like in a couple of months.
Okay, cool.
As soon as my page get monetized and all that stuff like that, I got
Period. As long as you owe me, I ain't never broke.
How big would you dream if you knew you couldn't fail?
Ooh. It would be no limits. It would be no limits to how big I dream. I mean, I dream big anyway. Mm-hmm. And a lot of things that I dreamed when I was younger is happening now. I think me being in the industry for the last just maybe 14 years. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I hadn't, I had a run, but I really didn't hit my peak. And I always tell myself now, seeing the things that I'm seeing and getting the blessings that I'm getting blessed with, is if God would have told me his plans a long time ago, I wouldn't have believed him. And that's why it is vital to have, faith and sow good seeds. Mm-hmm. So when you water good seeds, you grow good plants, and you know what I'm saying, your harvest is good. And I've been sowing a lot of good seeds, and now I can see my harvest, and it's just getting bigger and bigger every day. That's dope. You speak with like a lot of conviction and stuff like that. Have you always been this way in terms of that? Like your faith has been strong? Like, you know what I mean? Have you always been like on this journey with like, with God too as well? No. My faith hasn't always been strong. I grew up in church, but, I went off on my own path and got into success at a quite early age, about 17, 18, and, got in the streets. I mean, I was a dancer at first. I used to be the top dancer in Houston. I started off as a stripper, and, God put people in my path to open doors for me to be able to do the dream that I always wanted to do, because I always knew how to sing. I just didn't have the right people around me or knew the right avenues. All I knew was hustle. I graduated at 16, became valedictorian. My little sister was dating this older guy, and we started hanging out with his sister, and we started clubbing, and, I got my feelings hurt, heart broke, to this nigga that I thought was my nigga, and he ended up having a whole girlfriend. And I found out in the middle of the club, leaving the club in the median, and she like, come get this ring. And this dude gave me a card in the club that I used to go to, and he said, come dance in my club. And I'm like, nigga, I'm already dancing. And when that day happened, I ended up going to the strip club, and I was like, I want to dance. And when I opened the doors, I was like, this is who I need to be. I just seen money flowing, I seen fine women. This is who I need to be. But the crazy part about it is, the girl who said, come get this ring, she was the number one dancer in the club that I went to. And then over time, I started being a big dog in the club. Right. And now I'm taking her clientele and stuff like that. And then me and her end up being girlfriends. Then I end up meeting this guy at the freaking beauty supply store, and he was selling his CDs, and I didn't want to go to the store that day, and my homegirls told me to come to the store with them. I ended up going, sat in the car. He came and sold his CD to me. His name's Simo, and I listened to it. I paid for it, and I'm like, dang, this man can really sing, and maybe he can help me on my career. So we met at a Starbucks, and shit, I came out with my first single, Call Me For The Good, and I got signed to Cash Money. That's crazy. I was gonna ask you about that, but we'll have. I just gave you. No.
We'll intertwine that in the questions and stuff. Yeah, but Houston, right?
I'm from Houston, born and raised, 5'4", 5'3",
Don't play with that girl. Okay, period. Cool. Growing up in Houston, how did your city like influence your style, your sound, and like this woman that you are today?
It influenced me a lot. Like for the first 5 or 6 years, all my music was just about Houston. Like, I didn't know anything outside of Houston. I made a Queen of H-Town 1, Queen of H-Town 2. Like, I redid, DJ Screw songs and Big Mo songs, slow banging. And, everything was about that whole Texas culture, the swangers, know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everything, that's all I was, because that's all I had seen. But over time, I remember Bun B telling me, like, you need to, just stop making music just for the city. Like, you need to open your horizon some and make more music that's like, you know, more national or whatever, so you can really get up out there.
Thanks.
And at that moment, you know, I'm like, well, damn, this is what I really love. I love my city. Like, you know, everything about my city, like, you know, that's me. Like, I didn't want to change until something happened in 2017, and God kind of pushed me out the city, and that's when I moved to Atlanta. And I just started, you know, the Atlanta music scene is like way more different than the Houston scene, because it's like, it's not just like Atlanta music. It's like all different types of music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't really see like artists that are like Billboard charting artists and the top artists. They don't just make music for Atlanta, for the city. They make global music, you know what I'm saying? And people just rock with it in Atlanta. And so when I came here, it just made me have a different sense of like what music should be. And I started thinking about the things I liked it to do, and, you know, shit that I know that'll make women, you know what I'm saying, dance, twerk, turn up, whatever. And so that's when I kind of like switch lanes and start making like different type of, you know, turn up music and stuff.
Facts. So at this time, when you moved to Atlanta, were you still signed with Cash Money, or like, okay?
No, I wasn't signed to Cash Money. I was signed to Cash Money for like 2 years.
Okay.
Actually, when Baby signed me is when Wayne ended up starting Young Money. And so that's when he introduced Nicki.
Okay.
So I feel like I kind of got shelved a little bit, because at that moment, it made the focus be about, you know, Young Money and, you know, all of that. So I asked them, could they release me? And, you know, it didn't take no time. They released me. But my lawyer did say that was one of the best deals she ever seen.
Damn.
Yeah, Baby bought me a condo in Miami.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? He put me up. He flew my whole family out to Miami, shot my video, called me for that good. It was really a great experience. I'm like, yes, this is my chance. Like, straight out the door, first single is on and popping, but that wasn't what God wanted for me at the time. I wasn't ready. You know, so
facts.
Yeah.
Can we stay right there in terms of like, okay, when you get signed and stuff like that, is it everything that you thought it would be? You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when that's like everybody's dream, everybody like that's an independent artist or artist, they want to be signed and on a bigger platform than what they're normally used to. You know what I'm saying? So how was that experience being signed to Cash Money? It
was a great experience. I mean, it's the life that, you know, you see other people living this lifestyle, and it's like, damn, I can have that one day. You know, if you around certain circles and you seeing certain things, it makes your mind, you know, grow even bigger, and it makes you feel like, damn, I'm right here in it, and I can touch it. That mean I can have it.
Thanks.
You know, so it just made me believe even more. It made me feel like everything I was doing was right. It made me feel like, even though I didn't like Call Me For That Good, Simo, my manager at the time, he was like, no, this the song. And I just believed in the people that was around me, and I wasn't just a person that was all about me, like, you do what I say, or, you know, I believed in the people who was around me, so I let them call shots, you know.
Thanks.
And he called the shot. He said, this the song, this the hit, and it helped me get signed, you know,
Thanks.
to the label. But I mean, it was everything that I dreamed of in that moment. Now, me being where I'm at now, I'm not really focused on no real deal unless it's like something, you know, major. You know what I'm saying? Like, all I need is marketing and promo. Like, I'm no different from Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Sexy Red. I'm no different from none of them. You know what I'm saying? So the only difference they have between me and them is they got a machine. My music just is jamming, and I can sing. And I act, and I just got my doctorate. Like, I have, I'm a quadruple threat, not just one, you know what I'm saying, one sided. It's so much that you can do with Just Brittany.
Absolutely. We're going to dissect your bars too, because you definitely can rap your ass off. We going to dive into that in a minute. But before we get there, what challenges have you faced as a woman in the industry, and how have you overcome those challenges?
The challenges that I face is that every nigga want to have sex with you. They be lying, talking about they want to sign you and they got money and they can do this and do that with you, but really they have alternative motives, and they really want to like fuck with you for real. Can we curse on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, man. You vibing, man.
Okay.
You vibing.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm a newborn Christian. Okay, so
it's all good. It's all good.
You know, I'm still walking on that thin line.
I heard
so
you jamming out there to your gospel music and stuff.
Lord, do it for me. Lord, do it for me. That's my song. I've been listening to that song on repeat for the last week. Like, so much stuff been, you know what I'm saying, going on, but it's just like every time something good is happening, I feel like the devil try to seep in and try to, you know, put doubt in your mind and put fear in your mind. And I just got to make sure that I'm keeping my faith, and I got to make sure that I'm listening to the things and being around people that's, you know, fueling me, because I'm always the person that's putting fuel in everybody else, but you know, sometimes you need people that's gonna fuel you up too, even if it's just a little bit to get you to that next destination, and so on and so on. So it's really a give and take up in this world. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, you feel me. It help you get to the next destination, and when you get somewhere else, somebody else can fill you up too.
Facts. You said one thing before we go to the next question. You said like every man has an ulterior motive. How do you decipher like who has good energy and who's good for you versus who's just trying to do some weird ass shit? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I know that can kind of be confusing in terms of like who you decide to work
confusing.
with.
I mean, all you gotta do is sit back and listen. People tell on themselves all the time. Like, you can tell one little, you know, sly comment or one little, you know, just trying to hang out with you too much, or y'all ain't at the studio, it's about business. Like, you know, just even this last little deal that I had or whatever, and this guy whatever was trying to sign me, and you know, he made some little smart remarks or whatever, and you know, when next time I'm gonna see you? I'm like, at the photo shoot, at the studio, at the, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you need to see me outside of business hours for?
And this is somebody you were signed to, or like a deal, or
we was trying to work
it out?
Yeah. But what you need to see me outside of for? You can go see me on my Instagram. You can go see this video we just shot. You can go see, you know, it's a lot of pictures of me. I take pictures all the time.
Thanks. You all over
so
YouTube
what you do?
too.
What you do? What do you need to hang out with me for?
Right.
Like, no. And I mean, and that's just been the thing all, you know, my whole career. Like, niggas want to fuck. I look good. You know what I'm saying? I smell good. I'm smart. I'm intelligent. I'm talented. Like, niggas gonna get aroused by that. But some niggas, they think with they bottom head instead of they top head, when they need to be thinking with they top head, because you fucking up the bag and you fucking up the money. And then when I do blow up, you gonna be like, damn, I should have been fucking with her. No, nigga, you wasn't thinking with the right head. That'd be the problem. Like,
Thanks.
maybe a bitch want to give you some pussy one day if you motherfucking make that bitch a star, but nigga, we ain't even got nowhere yet, and you already thinking with your dick. No,
that shit crazy.
You feel me?
So we gonna shift gears a little bit. So let's talk about Signed, right? Like participating in Signed with like Rick Ross. Was it The Dream and
Lenny S?
How was that experience for you and stuff like that too as well?
Oh, it was an amazing experience. So we didn't know who the moguls were. Like, when I literally, and this is how so crazy like God works, because I met this guy in LA, probably like, so we did Sign in 2016, 17. I met this guy in LA probably like 2012, 13. And we just always had like, you know, a nice bond. I met him at the BET Awards because I used to always go to LA for the BET Awards.
For sure.
And he hit me up one day just out the blue. He was like, hey, Brittany, they got this new show, you know, sign up for this. And I'm like, I'm always the type of person, I'm like, if somebody send me something I'm going to sign up for, you never know what it is. I didn't think nothing of it. 6 weeks later, they hit me. They was like, we want you to be on this show called Sign. It's going to be moguls on this show. We're not going to tell you until you get on the show. So they was like, we're going to fly you out to Atlanta. I was living in Houston at the time. You're going to stay 6 weeks in the hotel. We're going to film the show, whatever. All right. I'm on it. I'm in Atlanta. We filming for the show. In the first episode, they revealed who the moguls are. And the moguls was Rick Ross, The Dream, and Lenny S. And my mouth dropped to the floor like, wow.
Okay, I was going to ask you about that. Okay.
Yeah,
for
like,
sure.
wow, this is some big shit. Like, okay, I got to get my shit all the way together. Like, you know, so it was a great experience. Like, just to see people who I listened to younger, you know, like as a teen, listening to their music. And, you know, I've always been a big fan of Dream. Like, I listened to his album front to back.
He's super talented.
Man, what? And then, you know, wrote for Beyonce and just did all these amazing things with these artists. I'm like, dang, like, God is really showing me, like, the type of people and the things that he want me to be around.
Thanks.
But I still wasn't ready yet.
What you mean?
I just,
talk to me.
I wasn't ready, you know, like, I feel like, just like if you look at, like, women, right? And we wear makeup, it's really just a mask. Who is that person outside of that makeup? Who is the real you? You know what I'm saying? I feel like for a lot of years, I had a mask on because I was dealing with so much, you know, hurt and deceit from people that I really loved, you know? And it really took a toll on me. And that's why I moved to Atlanta, because I had went through a tumultuous relationship. I almost died. The nigga almost killed me. And I moved to Atlanta, and I cried for 90 days straight in my big ass house by myself. And I started just drinking. I just drunk every day. Like, I was staying in Cummings, Georgia when I first moved here. I thought that was Atlanta. I think anytime somebody moved to Georgia, they think everything is Atlanta. I was one of those people. And I moved out there, and I had a Jeep Wrangler at the time, and then I end up hydroplaning, wrecked that car, and so I end up Ubering. I just Ubered everywhere, and I would Uber 40 minutes from my house and 40 minutes from to the city every day, and I would Uber 40 minutes there and 40 minutes back every day, but I would just drink. I was like, you know what? I didn't want to deal with what I was going on because I didn't know how to make it make sense in my mind of why did something happen like this? Why did somebody who I was such a big fan of, who was like this person that I looked at like a Superman, you know what I'm saying, in our city, why would he do something like this to me? Like, this was my best friend. This was my friend. Like, he helped me get out of deals with my manager at the time that I was going through stuff with. We did music together. We did songs together. And then we started dating. And it's just like the relationship went left. And the man almost killed me, literally. And so when it finally came out, Signed had came out. So a recording had leaked. And it was all over every blog site. I'm talking about Shade Room, TMZ, everything you could think of. But Sign was coming out at the same time. So my story got overshadowed because people thinking like, oh, this only came out because she got a new show that came out. Anybody who's in like reality TV or TV shows and stuff, they don't tell you when or what date that the show is going to come out. You know when everybody else know. You know what I'm saying? You find out when everybody else found out. Right. And it was just like the city that I love so much, that I carried on my back, that I did so much for, everybody turned their back on me. Everybody, kind of took his side and was like, oh, she's lying and that ain't him. And he even made an apology song and tried to say, oh, that ain't him. That ain't his voice. Like, it's like they literally turned on me. Like, everybody who was in the city, they turned on me, and it just made me feel like, damn, like, so out of everything that I've done, you know what I'm saying, for my city and for people and for producers and writers and singers and artists and radio stations and this and that, nobody reached out and
showed you support. Basically.
Yeah, they didn't. And that shit hurt me worse than anything. I said, you know what, maybe I should have just died that day. Maybe I would have believed me. Maybe it would have been better if I just wasn't here anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it just took a toll on me in my life, and then it made me start drinking even more. Nice. And I almost crashed out. I wrecked another car. I ended up going to jail twice. I ended up, just, popping pills. I ended up just doing whatever I could do to get my mind off of it. And I was so like fucked up in my mind to where it's like, I even though this man did so much to me, I even tried to find somebody that looked like him to date. I don't know. And I told my friends this before, and I don't even know how to make it make sense to me. And I don't know whether I was in the right mind or what it was. Or I don't know, I was going through PSD or, whatever. But once I really snapped out of it, I had to stop talking to that dude because it's just like, I'm like, nigga, you look too much like this nigga. Right. And I don't even need to be, I don't know if anybody ever went through domestic violence or whatever and the things that you go through, but it's like your mind play tricks on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they start making me question myself about what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just started blaming me. I cried every fucking day. I got drunk every fucking day. I didn't even drink inside my house, but I would go out to the bars. I buy bottles. I buy shots for everybody. Just moving like real erratic. Like, and that's why I say like I wasn't ready yet. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because in the moment where I felt like, this was gonna be my time, I went through something so traumatic to where it's like the shit fucked me up, and it took me like 4 years to like really get over that and be this brand new person. So after I went to jail the second time, I was like, you know what? I'm not drinking no more. My homegirl came and picked me up from the airport, and we went straight to the club, and everybody trying to give me shots and stuff. This was 4th of July, 2021. And I said, no, I'm not drinking. They thought I was playing. And it's just like, I made up my mind in that moment that I'm not doing no more. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I have people, not in my circle, but people that I know.
Associates.
Yeah, associates. And, even people in my family, that does drugs and it's real bad. And I had to ask one of my aunties, like, when do you think this person will stop? And she said, they have to make the decision to stop. And now that me sitting here talking to you, how I had to make the decision to stop, everybody else, they have to make their own decision to start and stop doing whatever they doing. Right. And when I decided to stop, and I just decided to get clean, and I decided to put myself first, and I decided to, and I'm so thankful because I put out a post on my Instagram like, who's the best trainer in Atlanta, and I started working out with I Am the King of Fitness, and he really like changed my life. Like, he was like the hero and the angel in my life that I never knew I needed. And God put me around these women that go out to the gym and work out, and that's all we talk about, and we just stay motivating each other. And it's just like he's now put me in an environment. First he said, I gotta change you, then I'll change everything around you. So when he changed me, everything around me changed. You know, sometimes people be like, change my environment, Lord. No, change me. Ask God to change you first. Change your heart, your soul, your mind. Ask for wisdom and discernment before you can change everything that's around you. So now I'm in the best physical shape. I look the best I ever looked. I feel the best I ever looked. I can speak the best I ever spoke before. Now I'm in the physical mindset of like, now I'm ready.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How do you prioritize now, like, your mental health, because you went through such like a traumatic like situation? Like, what looks different to you now? You know what I'm saying?
What looks different? Well, how I prioritize my mental health is I go to the gym. Like, I don't miss the gym for nothing. Don't call me when I'm at the gym. Don't ask me to do no events during gym time. Everything has to work around my gym schedule. Period, point blank. Like, that's my time for me, not for nobody else, not for nothing. Like, I usually go to the gym at 7 o'clock, so I went at 11 this morning so I could be here at 7. Or if I have to do something in the morning, I'm going to go at 7. If I have to do something, at 11, I'm going to go at 7 a.m. Like, you know what I'm saying? I prioritize the gym before, anything, because that's my time that I get for me. It's 100% Brittany. I'm not worried about nobody else. I'm just working on, my mental, because the gym is all mental. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is stronger than what they think they is, but you got to really get your mindset into like, I want to do this, So that's how I, that's how I take care of my mental health,
That's dope. That's dope. Well, again, like I said, I'm proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot to identify that you're going through something and want to change, like you were just saying. So I am proud of you for that.
Thank you so much.
I have a slogan that I always say, purpose over popularity.
Period.
When I say that slogan, how can you put that in your own words?
It doesn't matter about the popularity of the person you are. As long as you're walking in your purpose every day, your purpose is more popular than popularity, because if you're walking in your purpose, that means you're walking with God. You're walking with the things that God has aligned you to do. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be popular one day, but if you start just trying to be popular, you start doing crazy shit. Now you know what I'm saying, you're known for bad news. But if you're walking in your purpose, your reputation will be a lot more better than it would be for just, this person just popular. Like, no, people will lead the heart, reach the heart. People want somebody that they can look up to, that got things going on, and they like believe in God. Like, you got a purpose. Like, I feel like if I can make one person smile a day, I'm living in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? If I can uplift one woman or one man a day, I'm living in my purpose. You know what I'm saying? Living in your purpose is way more important than being popular.
Facts.
Because it's a lot of popular nobodies. It's a lot of popular people.
Say that
and
again.
you be looking like,
Facts.
what do they do? How did they get famous?
Facts.
But it's other people that you know them for what their purpose is. They're walking in their purpose, and you more inspired by them than you more inspired by a motherfucker that got 1 million followers. You more inspired by this motherfucker that got 100,000 followers and that's walking in their purpose.
Facts.
So followers don't equal up to dollars.
Facts. Facts. Let me ask you this. Did you always know your perfect purpose? Like, you know what I'm saying? Growing up, like music and just different things that you wanted to do. Like,
I always knew I wanted to do music, but I never knew like what
your calling was.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
And I'm just, thankful that God even called me to be one of the people that he called.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't get called. And I'm just, I don't know, this new person, I like this new side of me, because I didn't know that this the person that I was going to be,
Thanks.
Like,
Thanks.
I didn't know that this was going to be my story, my testimony. I didn't know none of that. I just graduated from school and I got in the streets, and you know what I'm saying? I kind of let the streets lead me, but then I started leading the streets.
Facts. Can we talk about, because I saw that 2 days ago you did post on your page about the Lifetime Achievement Award?
Yeah, so I got a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Congrats.
From Joe Biden, and I also got an honorary doctorate in humanitarian.
Like, how does that make you feel? Like, you know what I mean? Like tell us on Vibin with Veto how that makes you feel.
I'm so undeserving of, getting such an immaculate award. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm undeserving of a lot of things, but I'm just so thankful that God was able to choose me out of everybody. You know, I seen people, you know, that was more seasoned than I was, and I try not to call people old. I say seasoned, so that's what I mean.
It's all good.
You know, I see more people that was more seasoned than me, and I'm looking at myself, and I'm like, dang, like, you know, you're way younger than them, and you getting this type of achievement right now. Like, you should be so happy and so blessed and so thankful. And even though the devil tried to seep in and take away my joy and take away my excitement, I'm so glad that I have a praying godmother and a praying nana that's always fueling me and telling me, you know, the type of person who I am and how thankful that I always should be. It's like the whole weekend, you know, the devil tried to seep in every day to take my joy away. And I just had to start singing, don't take your joy away. I just, you know.
Hey, clap it up. Nah, that's dope.
No, for real. I man, it's so hard because this world, like, people can be so evil and people can be so fickle. You know, you never know who you dealing with.
Facts.
You don't know if they cool one day, if they mad one day, if this and that. And you know, and it's hard to try to keep a smile on when everybody, you know, low key are sheep's in wolf clothing. You know, so that's why you got to be good with you, because just because things happen around you doesn't mean they have to happen in you.
Facts.
You know, so you take it like a grain of salt. But I'm so thankful.
Facts.
And I'm so, you know, I'm happy, and this is something that I can add, you know, to my accolades of Just Brittany.
Facts. I loved how you put that post. Like, your caption was so dope. I want to read it. Like,
you can read it.
You was like, from the trenches to the tassels. From the pole to the podiums. I told y'all years ago, I'm not just a pretty face. Singer, rapper, actress, and now doctor. Look like, and you said, but I'm really a big dog.
Period.
Damn.
No, for real.
Damn. You was
and
feeling,
I just told you from the trenches to the tassels. And I just showed you from the pole to the podium. See, if you ain't know me, you ain't really know, like, what is she talking about?
Facts.
But I didn't even know you read the caption, but hear that, to hear my story, and then it makes sense now. You like, damn, like
facts.
That,
I wanted to share it. I wanted to spread light on that, because when I was reading, I was just going through your page, and then that caught my attention, that picture, and then I read it, and I was like, nah, I want to, you know, voice this on my show too as well. Congratulations.
Okay, thank you. The Not Just a Pretty Face line, that was my first album I ever dropped.
Okay.
And it was called Not Just a Pretty Face.
Dope.
So that's why I said, I told y'all years ago, I'm not just a pretty face.
Dope.
That was the name of it.
Dope,
I just mixed all of that.
You hard. For
bars.
Sure. for sure. Let's talk about bars though. Like, I got something right here. So you were freestyling on, I think, Lotto's beat, right? And you said a bar, then this was hard. You said, told her to take a chill pill. The bitch went and got a birth control.
Exactly.
Hey, you was spitting on that shit. Like real talk. Like, so that brings me to my next question. Like in 2024, how important is like wordplay and lyrics to you? Because like, I feel like nowadays, like, people just throw out songs, you know what I'm saying, just to stay relevant per se. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we gotta keep it going, keep the motion going, you know what I'm saying? But how important is lyrics to you?
Lyrics are definitely important, but I understand what you're saying too, because, you know, it was at one moment to whereas I feel like I needed to dumb down my shit because all the dumbed down music was,
you feel what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying, going here and going there, and I feel like, well, maybe I don't need to put as many bars as my shit, but I'm like, fuck that. Like, you got to stay authentic, because trends change. You have to be the trendsetter, not the trend follower. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a lot of times where artists done had music for years and years, and that shit ain't popped about 3 years, 4 years later. You know, and that's what makes me so different, because I ain't watered down. I ain't just putting out music just because it sound good, or just because it's trendy, or now it's a new phrase out, let me make a song, I'm demure, or, you know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no shade to nobody, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of times when trends come around, you know, everybody try to jump on a trend, and sometimes, I mean, it's a gift and a curse, because sometimes you might need to jump on that trend. You know what I'm saying? You might need to be Drake and motherfucking hit up all the motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, coming out and that's new, and jump on a song with them. But you know, saying it's helping both of us. It's helping both of us stay relevant. You know, so it's chess for real. You just got to play the game and make sure that, you know, you winning the game at the end for real. Facts.
How important is the word legacy to you? And how would you want your legacy to be paved out? You know what I'm saying?
I think every day and everything we doing, like, we are building our legacy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? This will be talked about when you not here no more, you know. all the prayers that I done put out would be talked about. All the music. I want my legacy to be known for how I've always treated people. How nice I was, how graceful I was, how sweet I was. You know, she always made sure people smiled. She always stayed laughing. She's always pouring into somebody. Brittany always gonna preach to you. You know what I'm saying? She was just an exciting person, like, and she loved hard, and, you know, she'd give you the clothes off her back, and, you know, I was just always a good person. Like, I feel like that oversees everything, you know what I'm saying, that you did. You know, people can say, oh, you had great music, but who was you as a person? You know what I'm saying? I want me as a person, you know what I'm saying,
to outweigh the...
Hold on, Just Brittany. I want Brittany Bullock to be known as the person that
Dr.
people really
Bullock.
love.
Yeah.
Dr. Bullock.
Don't play
to
with
be
her.
known as that. Thank you. To be known as that person that had a huge heart, and, you know, that always looked out for other people, and always took care of her family and her friends, and, you know, like, I know a lot of people, you know, my legacy is gonna be great.
Facts.
It's already great, honestly.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Minus to the bullshit. I mean, anybody hate and they say you ask them why they don't like Just Brittany, they would never be able to tell you. You know, but they are admirers too.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? People watch you even if you think they're not watching. They watching and they inspired low key. You on the mood board. They just snapped a picture and showed it to their friend like, bitch, I want this hairstyle. I want these shoes.
Facts.
Where she get this from? I'm an open book though. I tell you where I get my shit from. I ain't gotta gatekeep. I ain't gotta hide. I want you to be the baddest bitch that you ever think you can be. You know what I'm saying? Any person that come around me, I don't judge them, bitch. You need some heels, here go some heels. You need an outfit, bitch, you go an outfit. You need some glue on your wig, bitch, you need a wig. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? You need, bitch, I want you to feel yourself around me, because if you feel good, then you look good. It's all about that feeling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody who around me, I bring them up 10 times, 20 times more. I make them feel even better about themselves. And when I go around people, they make me feel better about myself. I learn something from each one of my friends, from each one of my sisters, from everybody who I'm around. I'm learning. I'm like a sponge. I'm soaking everything in.
Facts. So currently, and I saw this on your page and also on Boosie page, you're filming a movie with Boosie currently, right?
Yeah, it's called Twins. Yeah.
How's that experience being on set with Boosie? That man's a clown, bro. I be seeing
Boosie is so funny. Like, he's really a real comedian in real life. Like,
Facts.
I used to dance to the Ratchet a long time ago when I used at the same club. The same club that bitch said come get this ring at. That used to be my favorite club. It was called Candy Shop, and that's why I met Baby at too. Was at Candy Shop, long time ago. But I just always been I love that ratchet shit. Him and Webby, like them, like some of my favorite rappers. Like, they get it, they understand it. Like, it's not watered down. It's real genuine. Like, you could tell they really went through this shit. You know what I'm saying? So as I got older and I started, you know what I'm saying, really like being around Boosie, it just like made me feel like, damn, like he really like me, like he like you. You know what I'm saying? When you hang around your boys, you laughing, you kicking jokes, like that ain't. I mean, we call him Boosie, but he really just, you know, Torrance
Hatch.
Yeah, Torrance Hatch for real.
Facts.
You know, and so, they told me he was shooting a movie. I went to the auditions and he was like, I got a role for you. Don't even worry about it. I'm like, well, I want to audition. Like, can you just give me something to audition with? Like, you know, and it was a lot of people there. So I was like, all right, cool. So he hit me like 2 weeks later. He was like, can you shoot right now? And I said, Boosie, I'm on my way to the studio. I said, well, I could probably change. I mean, I'm on my way to the gym. I said, I could probably change some stuff around, or whatever. And I was on my way to the studio. And he was like, all right. So I called him the next day. He ain't answered. And then I called him the next day after that. I said, Boosie, you still need me in the movie? He was like, yeah. I said, Friday, I'm not doing nothing. And I said, my schedule is clear. Like, let's do it on Friday. He was like, all right, we can do it Friday. And so he was like, send me some pictures of your hair, because I need to know how, you know, I want to see how I want your hair. And so at this point, I already got my hair done. I'm like, you don't like the straight look, like straight black bust down, whatever? He was like, nah, send me some more pictures. So I sent him like 5 different hairstyles. He was like, I want this one. It was 11 o'clock at night. I said, oh, Lord, I got to find a hairstylist. And we had to shoot at 11 that morning. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up calling one of my my best friend, Tiara. She's a mental health therapist, and we went to church with one of her clients before, and I said, can you call your client and see? And so when I called her, she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it tonight. I said, please, I need somebody. But I said, if you can't do it, that's fine. So she called me back in 10 minutes. She was like, send me your address, I'm on my way. So that's how I did the short look, because he picked that he wanted me to have short hair to be Miss Kimmy, and I'm like,
that's hard.
You know, so I showed up, I was on time, and you know, we got it done.
You said one thing, you said I was on time. How important is like being punctual, like for things like in this game, you know what I'm saying, in the industry?
I used to be late all the time.
Really?
Yeah, and I used to have fired my ass from my team, like, because it's just tacky. You know what I'm saying? early is on time is late. And so I try to be as punctual as possible because I always don't want to be that person like, damn, she always late. I don't want to be a Lauryn Hill, you know?
Yeah, facts. You know? Hey, that's real though. That, you know, I mean, I've heard that.
And it's
I've heard
so
that.
amazing, and you can be all of this, all of that, but you do one thing, and it takes away all the good shit that you ever done.
Facts.
You know, so that was a part of the change, being on time. And you know, it take me a little time, so I said, let me get the procrastinations out the way. You want to sit on your phone? You want to chat with your friend? You want to? No, bitch, do your makeup. Get out the door. So I had one of my friends, her name's Sharika, and I said, Sharika, I got a long week this week and I need you to help me stay on time. She said, oh, I got you. She got all of our location. She tell us where we at. I'll be at the nail shop. Oh, I see you over there in Sandy Springs, girl, getting your nails done just out the blue. I said, Sharika, I need you to help me be on time. She texted me at 5 o'clock. Are you doing your makeup? All right, you need to be gone by 5:40. I mean by 6:10 because it take you 40 minutes to get there. Are you out the door yet? All right, sister, be great. So, you know, I'm just putting the people around me that, you know, make sure I stay on top, because I'm not just doing this for myself. I'm doing this for my family, for my friends, people who've been believing in me and supporting me throughout the years. You know, they rooting for me to win. I can't let them down.
Facts. I got one last question before we get out of here. With the weight of the world on your shoulders, success at the palm of your hands, how do you respond when adversity knocks at your door? Vibing with Veto.
I don't answer.
Okay. I like the answer. I don't
answer
for sure.
I mean, and if something come, I'm all about solutions. Like, what's the problem and what's the solution? Like, how can we get to a solution? I don't want to sit and talk about, you know, what happened and how it happened. What's the solution to this, and how can we respectfully, you know, leave the situation on good terms still, and walk away and still have respect for each other in the future. You know, so that's what I'm about. I'm always, you know, I'm big on respect. I'm big on, you know, not burning bridges with people. And, you know, I'm just big on, like, I don't like that combative stuff. Like, a person can be heated and mad, and I'm just going to be calm in the situation. I have gotten to such a calm vibe. Like, nothing can really, like,
alter that.
Nothing. I already let them do that before. Why would I go back to somebody who I was trying to run from? Why?
Facts.
I'm grown now.
Facts.
Can't nobody take my pride. Can't nobody hold me down. Uh-oh. I got to keep on moving. Period. Vibing with Veto. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Just Brittany. Whoop.
Hey, man, thank you for coming to vibe with me, for real, for real.
Thanks.
Tell the people where they can find you. I know, even though they already know. Tell the people where they can find you.
Some people don't know. Hopefully, it's some new people out there that's like, you know, oh, she cute. I like her vibe or whatever. She vibing with Veto. But you can find me, Queen Just Brittany, everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Tagged. I'm on a streaming platform called Tagged. If you want to get like a special
is it a new platform?
No, it's old. I've been on Tagged for years. It's just like Twitch.
Okay, for sure.
Twitch and Bigo and stuff like that.
Oh, Bigo, yeah, I heard of that too.
I'm Queen Just Brittany everywhere. QueenJustBrittany. And just to be clear, y'all, my artist name is Just Brittany. My real name is Brittany. I put Queen in front of it because I did 2 mixtapes called Queen of H-Town 1 and Queen of H-Town 2, and everybody started calling me Queen of the City. So it's Queen Just Brittany. That's my name, okay? I mean, no, Just Brittany is my name, but Queen Just Brittany is my Instagram. Yeah.
Facts. Hey, thank you again.
Yes, thank you. Oh, yeah, and I do have an album coming out.
Let's get it.
I have an album coming out, you guys, at the top of January. We're looking at January 11th. But my album is coming out, and I want to shout out to Dennis McKinley, because Dennis been really behind my project, and we recorded a whole album in 3 days.
3 days?
3 days. I did 13 songs in 3 days. Me and Dennis was in the studio from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m.
Y'all working, for real.
3 days for sure. So I just want to shout out to Dennis.
Tell them the name of the album too.
The name of the album is called Round Trip.
Let's go.
Round Trip.
Why did you name it that?
Because it shows both sides of Just Brittany. It's outbound and inbound. So outbound is the rapping side. Inbound is the singing side. So you know how you leaving out, you and your girls, y'all might be going out of town. Y'all might be going to the club. Y'all in the car, everybody crunk. You know what I'm saying? You want to listen to all the shit that's going to make you feel good. But when you coming back home inbound.
Yeah, facts.
You start getting in your feelings. You start calling this nigga. You start, you know what I'm saying? Depending on the way he act, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be the way you act, but you really more like a softer girl. Like, I want to be my nigga. My girl's about to leave. Like, so that's the R&B side of Just Brittany. It just shows duality of Just Brittany, inbound and outbound. You know what I'm saying? It shows the rap side. It shows the singing side. It shows a little turbulence. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? And I make sure you get home safe too.
That's dope. So you said 2 days or 3 days. Y'all did this whole thing. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's like, so y'all ain't take no breaks at all, for real.
Nah, me and Dennis got in the studio on the first day, and he was like, "This girl is a star. Mm-hmm. Like, she's like a Cardi B." Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Even better, because I sing and I rap and I write my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no problems with writers. If somebody come in with a good idea and they like, hey, add this here, bitch, I'm adding it. Because if it's going to make the song sound good, bitch, I'm not going to run away from a motherfucker adding something better to what I already got. Like, no, I like ideas. I like all of that. So a lot of times people be like, I don't mind nobody motherfucking bringing in an idea or writing a line or two or whatever. Like, if that shit sound good, it sound good. Right. Let's make it happen. Beyonce and Rihanna ain't worried about who the fuck writing.
They getting that money.
They making they selling millions of songs, motherfucking getting gold, platinum plaques and all of that shit. So
facts.
I ain't worried about that, but you know, I was intentional on what I was doing, you know, because I love to leave good marks on people, you know, and that is your reputation. You know what I'm saying? How they meet you is how they gonna treat you, you know. So I just went in there, I did my thing, and I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm just focused, and like, you know what I'm saying? This motion ain't gonna stop for nothing. Thanks. You feel me? So shout out to Dennis, and oh yeah, one more thing.
Let's get it.
Me and Kodak is dropping our song on Christmas.
Kodak Black?
Yes.
What's the name of the song?
No Now.
Okay.
I'll let y'all hear it.
Okay, for sure.
I'll let y'all get a sneak peek of it. Let y'all hear it.
That's dope. We can't just leave the episode without talking about that. How did you how did you link up with Kodak?
You know what's so crazy? Me and Kodak got the same birthday. June 11th is his birthday, and it's my birthday. So last year I had made a comment under his post, and I'm like, dang, twin, me and you got the same birthday. We need to celebrate together last year. This was last year. So in March, I end up what happened? In March, he ended up hitting me up, and I think he was in jail or something. So I was talking to him while he was in the pen, and I was just telling him, I was like, you know, I said, Kodak, like, you should like slow down on, you know, drinking and smoking. I said, if you stop drinking and smoking, I said, you will inspire a lot of young, you know what I'm saying, kids that look up to you to stop, you know what I'm saying, doing, you know, any type of drugs or whatever. So when he first got out, he stopped, and I was just so proud of him. And then we met for the first time in Miami. He had a show, and I hit him up. I'm like, hey, I'm in Miami. I want to come to your show. I went to his show. I was backstage, and, you know, he just made sure I was with him everywhere. And I was like, Kodak, I really want you to come to my birthday party this year. Like, you should come to my birthday party. We got the same birthday.
That's hard.
And he was like, where is that? I said, it's in Houston. He was like, he called his people. He was like, hey, we gonna be in Houston, you know, on June 8th because of my birthday. June 11th had fell on a Tuesday, so I did it that Saturday. Okay. And he was like, we're going to be in Houston. I said, man, please don't be lying to me. So he did a drop outside, like after all his fans wanted to take pictures and stuff. He was like, I said, well, do a drop then since you're going to come to my birthday. He was like, Houston, Texas, I'm in Area 29 on June 8th. So I'm like, damn, this nigga really going to come. Like, so I posted it or whatever. He was in the city, and he came to my birthday party.
That's hard. He
came to my birthday party, like, I ain't have to pay him nothing. It was just off of love. Like, it was just, he really, like, you know what I'm saying, fucked with me.
That's hard.
And so then when he came out here in Atlanta, probably like 2-3 months ago, we had hung out, and he was like, yeah, I got a song, man. I said, man, we need to do some music together. He was like, actually, I got a song. So he let me hear this one song, then he let me hear this song. I said, this the song right here. I said, let me get on this song or whatever. He was like, man, you better do your big one, because I done let a few artists, you know what I'm saying, do verses on this song, and I ain't like them or whatever.
You're right.
So I literally left him, dropped him back off at his hotel, and then I went straight to the studio that same night, and I did the song, and I sent it to him, and he played it the whole fucking night. 2 days later, we ended up shooting a video. We shot the video to the song and everything. Like,
damn. So the video coming out too on Christmas too? Mm-hmm. You working. Damn, that's hard. That's hard.
We have been holding on to the song for a few months, and I had seen him like drop a project and stuff, and I'm looking on there like, damn, and don't say Kodak featuring Just Brittany. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? I'm in the comments like, hey, let him hear that, you know, no now, whatever. It's just like he wasn't seeing it or whatever. So I had sent him a video, because all my homegirls, we be jamming to the song and shit. And I said, it's up, twin, and I'm rapping his part of shit. And he said, we dropping on Christmas, my love.
Damn.
Yeah, I said, OMG, fuck, this is the best Christmas gift ever.
That's hard.
Yeah, so,
Damn. That's dope. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I can't wait to see the video, and then when we turn this damn camera off, we're gonna listen to the song and stuff like that. For sure. But again, thank you for coming to Vibe with Veto.
Thank you.
Real shit. Hey man, it's been another episode Vibing with Veto. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube. You already know the slogan. We vibrating higher. Veto, Just Brittany. We gone.